Hello and welcome to PlanetSmith. How are you guys doing? It is good to be back after exams, and we are starting a new series, so let's jump in. Wait for it to load. Good morning. Oh, there's a deer. Hello. Hello, I'm going to follow you. That's a good idea. Where shall we go? I'm going to let you guide us. Oh, you have brought us to the desert. That's very kind of you. Okay, so there are no trees around, but we do need sticks. Mr. Deer, where can we get sticks? Lead the way. I do also have a mouse now, which will make playing a lot easier. But I'm going to chase this deer until we find... Ooh, trees over there. Okay, keep going that way, please, mister. So what I'd like to do this episode is just find my feet so that I can start building. Because last time I played, it was sort of about figuring out what the game is about. But now that I've done a little bit of surviving, and hopefully I'm a little bit less silly when it comes to survival, I'd like to try my hand at building some more. So the first thing we need is sticks. And we've got a lot of sticks, so now we can craft a campfire. We just right-click on the ground and hold. Open the campfire, and I'm going to craft a... Okay, you need flint for an axe. I'm going to craft a digging stick. And I want a digging stick because I want flint, and I want flint because I want an axe. And I want an axe so that I can cut down trees, because unlike Minecraft, you cannot break trees with your fist. You've actually got a little pamphlet that you spawn with that tells you that. See the saw fists. I've just realised I had no game sounds. Fixed. Okay, so we have 2 flints, we can now make an axe. Try not to stab the fire. So 1 axe, which means that we can now cut down the rest of this tree. Okay, so we have 32 oak blocks, which means that we're not going to run out of wood anytime soon. But the next thing we need on our list is fibre, and that's because I want to make a bow for easier hunting so that I don't starve. Hello, is that the deer again? I'm gonna get hungry, so if you don't run, wise decision. Yeah, and so we've got a little bit less than half the day left, so I'm just gonna head towards where it says there's water on the mini-map, and when we run across reeds, I will meet you there. Ah, water. Perfect. Oh, and there's a little island. I like this. I like islands. Okay, so we're going to take our axe, because when we find reeds, we're going to harvest them for all their fibre. Let's go down to the water's edge, and this is exactly what we want. And we're just going to take all of this. It probably won't grow back, but that's all right. So we've got a large amount of fibre, and now we're going to need food and also a bed so that we can skip till morning, because, to be honest, I don't feel like fighting zombies. I like this island though. Let's take some more fibre. I think I'm going to live here, and I want to build a little bridge there as well. But that's less of a priority. Let's find the highest point. Haha, king of the hill. And that is where I'm going to place our new fire for now. And we can use our fibre to craft rope. Craft a couple rope. And then we can use our rope to craft a bow. And we can craft some wooden arrows with the rest of our sticks. We can craft 4 flint arrows, and then we're out of flints. We actually need to go digging, but it is almost sundown, so we're also going to craft a bed with our other piece of rope. And then we can place our bed, I don't know, here. And then we've set our respawn point, but I don't think we've skipped till morning, so I don't think the sun's quite low enough, so we're just going to have to wait a second. Well, that marks the end of day 1. And I think that's a pretty good start, because so far, we're not dead. We found a lovely little island that I quite like. I think it's very pretty, actually. We've got a bed, we've got a campfire, and we're able to skip till morning. I think that just skipped. I think the colour of the sky changed. Yeah, and the sun's now over there instead of over there. So that's brilliant. That means it's going to get light again, and we're on to day 2. So this is brilliant. And what I want to do is I want to get a little bit more flint, and I want to go bear hunting. So we were going to build a bridge here. Where's a good crossing point? I feel like here's good. And then what I'll do is I'll just break this here so that we've got a little bit more of a level place to build our bridge to, and also level it down a bit on the other side. I just feel like people would do that if they were building a bridge, like take some of the ground away and then instead build it out of wood or stone or whatever. We don't have any stone yet. We're going to need to make a hammer actually so we can get some. We'll make a hammer. Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, I saw you walking around here earlier, so you must be somewhere. But you are silly. Oh, he's quick, he's quick, he's quick. And you've led us right to the bear. Hey, 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 why are you still running? You make me lose my island, I'm gonna be very upset with you. Okay, good. We have one piece of venison. Ooh, berries. Good, we eat. We eat and wheat. Let's take it, because we want to start a farm. And we only need a couple seeds to start a farm, because it grows, but we'll take it back with us, because we want to be civilized and established. There's our bear. Now, bears can't climb, so that's good news. And then we just pelt him with an arrow. Like that. And he comes to get us, but he can't because he's there. Oh, no, 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 no. He just knocked me off the platform. I'm about to die. Okay. Well, that was upsetting. I'm down here. I didn't think he'd be able to jump. Oh, but I respawned at my bed, so that's not too bad. So I know where we are. It's just embarrassing. There's the bear. And there's my stuff. I'm just gonna eat that and then yoink. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. I can't see. I think we look a bit silly. I should go like that. No, I need to stop throwing my stuff. Okay, so I don't think he's chasing us, so that's good. So, we go back to where we were, we can finish what we started and get the bear for getting us. See, he's got an arrow in his back as well, so, like, you know, he's got no business being that aggressive. I'm going to pillar up one more, though. So last time we did a thing of 3 pillars. Clearly, we need 4. Where is he? And just like that, he's wandered out of my eye line. Actually, such an annoying bear. Okay. Oh, yes, there he is. Okay, cool. Okay, now you definitely can't get me. Thank you. Let's get him. And we'll get this deer as well for good measure, because we want to stay alive. Try not to die again. It's a good thing it doesn't have a hardcore, because I would have been foolish enough to try, and I would have lost the world instantly. Oh, he's up a tree. Agile little guy, aren't you? Where have you gone now? Oh, no, 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 no. That's a bear, that's a bear, that's a bear. Bears don't swim, right? Please tell me bears don't swim. Do bears swim? Bears don't swim. Okay, I'm so glad bears don't swim. So that actually makes him a really easy kill, because... No, it doesn't. We're out of arrows. What if we take our axe and just swim towards him, like here? Yeah. And revenge is ours. See, I thought that was a deer. So, that was my mistake. But it's okay. I think maybe the water's edge really is a good place to be, because it seems like none of the mobs really want to swim. Okay, next we need a mine. So that's our island. That's where our bridge is going to be. I think here's a good place to have a mine. There's some wheat. We'll get some more wheat seeds. We'll get the berries. And we'll just sort of start digging around here. Right, I think I'm going to make those wood pillars and pretend that it's one of those mines that needs supporting. And then we can go over the top as well. And see, look, this counts as being creative. I'm building stuff. Eventually I'll convert that to slabs, but, you know, for now, it's fine. Right? It looks great. What do you mean? Brilliant, we've hit stone. Okay, and then is it dark? Not quite, but almost, so we're gonna have to go in a second and go to bed. I think this might be where we start digging down as well. This can be like little half slabs, and then we'll go down there. So we'll sort of do 2 blocks at each level, I think. Okay, that's a full day's work. Time to go back to the island. So we've started a mine. I think it looks good. So we're going to go up here. We will sleep, but first I think we should cook dinner. So we're going to come into the cooking menu, and we've got 4 raw tough meat, which I'm going to cook, and also the raw venison. but I'm going to practice on the raw tough meat because I care about it less. And then we kind of play Flappy Bird by left clicking and then holding the left click mouse button down to sort of push it back up, and then right click to flip. And then it's cooked tough meat, so, you know. And, oh, well, I've burnt that one. Anyway, we're going to cook our venison now. And we've got one piece of berries as well, which I don't know if we can plant these, can we? No, we can eat them though. And then for now, we'll just plant our wheats. No, I don't want to throw them, I want to plant them. Come back. Well, I'm just going to put them here, here, and here. We'll have a little farm. And then we'll go to bed. And that's the end of night 2. I want to make some building materials because I want to start decorating the mine. So I have to make some oak planks, and then we will turn those planks into slabs. So day 3, we're going to decorate our mine because why? I feel like it. And maybe we'll do a sort of other bridge that way, or a little path that sort of comes out that way from our bridge. I don't know, like walkways to connect things up and stuff. It'll be nice. So we'll come back to our mine entrance. Does that look better? No, I'm just going to leave it as it was. Okay, and then we go like that. And like that. See, we've got a beautiful little walkway down our mine. And for the rest of today, I just want to keep mining until I find coal, because I don't have any and I want torches. We have hit coal. Wasn't expecting to find that so quickly. But I guess you get what you ask for. So I'm just going to finish chipping out this little bit of wall, and then I'm going to head in and go grab that coal. Yes, here we go. That's just what we want. Okay, and then what's this? Are you going to give me anything? I get the feeling you might not. It looks sort of green when you stand over here, and yellow when you stand over here, so that's quite cool. It's sort of iridescent, colour changing. But we're just going to carry on with our mine. Okay, so we're out of slabs, and if you look at our mine now, it kind of goes, you know, fairly deep. It'll keep going eventually, and like sort of just have a gentle little slope all the way down to wherever, go quite far. But that's good, and we've got over a stack of granite rubble, so we're not going to run out of materials anytime soon. And we can make a couple torches and go add some light to our mine, like maybe one here and one here, something like that. And then you can sort of alternate like 1, 2, so we go torch, none, none, torch, none, none, and then like a torch here. That'll do. I actually don't want these here. Maybe I break this and stick a torch here. It can act like a little lantern or something like that. No, that looks worse. I'm going to go back to my first idea. And then if the game has lanterns, I haven't checked whether it does, but if it does, then eventually we'll make a lantern that sort of hangs from one of those. And then hopefully that will go to dirt in a second. Okay. Brilliant. Beautiful. See, that looks like accomplishment. And we've got a gorgeous little island that I've got no idea what we're going to do with. I just really like it. But I do know what we're going to do now. We're going to go to sleep. Good night, guys. And good morning. Got ourselves settled. You know, we're sustainable. We can survive. The last thing I want to do right now is craft some armor, because armor's always good. So we can make a chest plate, greaves, like trousers, and then everybody needs a good pair of boots. And then we'll do the rest later. Then we can put our chest plate, our boots, and our trousers, and we look kind of dressed. I mean, we'll get fuller armor eventually, like a helmet and some little wrist cuffs, but if you look at us now, staring directly into the sun, trying to blind ourselves, that's pretty good. So if we have a little run around, then yeah, you can see we've got ourselves a little island. Also, shout out again to T43 and thank you for the tip on /cinemachine cam, because now you get this little camera that follows you around, and that's really cool and it looks awesome. So that has been episode 1, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.